You are tuned into the New Old Heads podcast, premiered every Thursday at noon at bringingdowntheband.com and brought to you by No Bad Ideas, Coleman Dental, Printfinity, and Indie CD and Vinyl. Support the New Old Heads by visiting our Patreon at patreon.com/newoldheads.
Episode 123 of the New Old Heads podcast. I am Maja 7th. I make beats and whatever the tagline is. I'm still working on that because y'all have hard drives, so that sound whack now. Longevity, how are you, sir?
I'm okay as soon as my hard drive stops acting up.
Oh.
Yeah, like literally.
Yeah, good call there.
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I need to take my tagline more serious.
Yes.
Yeah. Perhaps. I guess. I don't have one.
I think,
so maybe you just don't need one?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
It's been about maybe, 4 or 5 shows where I haven't had my tagline yet because Spoolz properly, I might add, called me out and said it's time to change it. So, shout out to Spoolz as well. He's handling some business.
He tried to speak to you like a man.
He did.
In your face.
I wanted to talk to you, man, in your face. Absolutely.
That's exactly what Spoolz did. So, shout out to Spoolz for the accountability. In the corner, fresh to death, fresh off a birthday trip as well. Rocking the Printfinity exclusive DJ Jay Diff.
Salutations.
What's going on, man?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. How was your birthday weekend?
It was fun, man.
Yeah?
Friends, family, cabin in the forge, as we call it.
The forge.
Good food?
Yeah, we had good food, good fellowship.
Okay.
Swimming pool, hot tub, pool, little burger time until the video game fucked up.
S'mores?
Yeah, we had
a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Burger Time, the actual game?
Yeah, they had it. So we had an arcade game in the cabin.
Okay. Word.
And it had all these games on it, but Burger Time is my joint.
Okay.
So we went on Burger Time.
Yeah.
I had a top score. He took my top score
3 times.
Who, Lone?
Yeah, he took it.
Word. Okay.
But
It's
then
okay,
stopped.
though.
Then it stopped working.
Yeah, so I didn't even get to avenge
Yeah.
my title on Burger Time.
Well, I figured it out though.
What's that?
So on Burger Time, have you guys played Burger Time?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
It's been a while.
So if you throw the pepper in like their faces, like the sausage or the egg face on the top,
yeah,
then
They have to be on like a bun.
if
or
they're on the
something.
bun, then they'll fall
It'll
all
make
the
it
way
fall
down.
All the way down. He
And
figured
so-
out the cheat code.
So then you
Long.
get extra points
Yeah.
for all that.
that sounds like how he does in 2K. He usually gets the
Grind
serum.
it out, figure out the rules, and do well.
No, the cheat code.
I was gonna tell you about episode 123 though.
Yeah, did I say 123?
Yeah,
Yeah.
123.
Okay.
That's
Go
good.
ahead, man.
The
Wait, let
Michael
me
Jordan-
finish. Let me finish going around the table.
Go
then,
ahead.
then we can do that.
We'll
To my
do it.
immediate left, Mr. Wavy Light Skin Girls Be Loving Me Now, voice of Indianapolis. I heard he has a lot of fans. Per Red August, Jay Moore's in the building.
I just have people who genuinely admire what it is that I do.
I feel you. Red August told us that he ran into a mess, as the old folks say, a mess of old ladies.
A whole
that said,
heap.
Whole heap of young ladies that say they come out to coaches just to hear Jay Moore's baritone.
Well,
so
no, that wasn't.
Shout
that
out
was,
to them.
That was actually at the Hi-Fi, wasn't it, coaches? So.
Either way, they came out to hear his baritone. So we got to keep Jay Moore in these events so that the ladies can still want to come out for that baritone. So shout out to Jay Moore. We have we have a special guest as well. Now, from what I've been told and what we had a chance to have a conversation as well prior to coming on, this young man is a videographer here from Indianapolis. He's done some work on HGTV, worked with tons of local artists here in Indianapolis. Jay Huber is in the building. How are you, sir?
Pretty good, man. Thanks
Did
for
I say
having
your
me.
name right?
Yeah, Huber.
Okay. Want to double check and make sure.
No, you're good.
We are glad that you could sit in with us for this episode, sir.
Appreciate it, man.
You excited for your New Old Heads experience?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Okay, that's what's up. Go ahead, man, before we get started, because I know you got this.
Yeah, gotta get
Go
it off
ahead,
my
man.
chest.
Go ahead.
The Michael Jordan episode.
Yes.
123.
Yeah.
Because he's the true
Yeah.
number one.
Because there's only
23.
one.
Yeah.
23.
Yeah.
There we go.
I feel you.
Mike
had
over
to
there
say that.
smiling.
Well, everybody going in on the homie right now. It's justified because he's not playing any defense. Still putting up numbers,
You
but
see
they
Kuzma pushing.
pushed him.
Kuzma had to push him. That was a bad look for the homie, man. But I got to keep it a buck. Bron's not looking too good right now
Not
on
at
this
all.
I don't think he cares.
LA experiment. I think he cares, but I think he's
like, until we get all these bums out of here.
yeah. I don't think he's doing a good job showing, or trying to hide the fact that he realizes that they really not quite there yet. So leadership wise, he out here talking about I instead of we. And,
He does that often though.
yeah, but it's not a good look for these young boys though because they're not built like that. You know what I'm saying? So
I think one of them might swing on him.
I don't know about that. He petty. I don't know about that, but Kuzma pushing him into position on defense. That's a bad look for the home.
That's a veteran move.
Yeah, it's an OG move. Yeah,
yeah. Because if LeBron would have done that to one of the younger players, they'd be like, "See, that's how much LeBron."
They probably would
cares.
have failed.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
I mean, LeBron didn't even really react. He was just like, all right.
Yeah.
Then he kept it moving.
I give him peace for realizing that he was whacking out of position and Kuz actually pushed him. And he did contest the shot when he pushed him. So
he just need a little bit of push.
He's in playoff mode. He's flipped the switch.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
What? I'm sorry. That's not.
Come
those
on,
aren't my
man.
words.
And he's trying to relax in the sunshine in LA this summer. He's not tripping about going to the playoffs.
He probably wants the playoffs off. Quiet as kept.
He wants to AR another album.
See?
8 years in a row. That's like playing another 2 seasons of basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know why he's doing this, right?
What's that?
Why?
Because he's on Space Jam 2 now.
Hey.
Yeah. But ain't that already done?
I don't know.
They have not started filming that yet.
Oh.
That'll be this summer.
That's why he doesn't want to go to the playoffs.
Is that what it is?
Like he
I
said.
think that's it, man.
Lone is a hater, man.
First of all, I don't know why they're redoing that when no one's redone The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh. That should be the movie.
You lost some people with that one. You know that, right?
that LeBron should have been more interested in doing. Actually, no, that's kind of how he's living right now.
I feel you.
You don't have to do the movie. We're watching it every night.
I don't know if Space Jam 2, the characters, like when you talk about Bugs Bunny, he's outdated to me. That's what
he was
we grew
outdated
up on.
then.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like I don't know how they're gonna flip this. Is it the Looney Tunes? Do they bring newer cartoon characters in? I don't know.
It's got to be probably relevant to who owns the rights to the first
Good point.
Space Jam.
Good point.
And, whatever house that's out of.
Well, Bugs is going to be there, so
Warner
it'll probably be the
Brothers.
rest of Looney Tunes.
We'll
see.
If you go back and watch Space Jam, Michael Jordan actually had a gambling problem in that movie. So, so it was very telling.
Yeah.
Very telling.
What was so he was buying and selling stuff or what? Or
No,
just
literally,
gambling?
he said if we lose this game, Danny DeVito's character, I haven't seen Space Jam.
It's been a while.
It was like, I'll play for you forever. So basically he put up his freedom in the game.
Who can name all of the NBA players that were Monstars?
Oh, man.
Anybody got it?
David Robinson.
No.
Charles
Patrick Ewing.
Barkley.
Patrick
Sean
Ewing is
Bradley,
right.
that's the one everybody misses.
Sean Bradley.
Sean Bradley.
Muggsy Bogues.
Muggsy
Yeah,
Bogues.
Muggsy Bogues.
Patrick Ewing.
Was Charles Barkley not one of them?
No,
Yeah,
he
he
was.
was.
Yeah, he was. I gave you credit for Barkley. No Robinson though.
Okay.
Vern Fleming.
No, man, stop.
Larry Bird was in it, right?
No.
Oh, no, he was in it.
He was in it. He was playing
He was
golf.
playing golf
he's
with
playing golf.
Bill
yeah.
Murray.
Yeah.
But the Monstars, though, I think Larry Johnson.
John Paxson.
Okay. Yeah.
Larry.
Muhammad Abdul-Rauf.
No, man.
Sedale
Say
three.
it right. Stop. No, man. Did
Wayman
you?
Tisdale.
He said Sedale 3. Wow.
Robert Pack.
No, man.
What
Shout out to
about
Robert Pack.
D.
though.
Brown?
No.
Bill Winnington.
Do you think R. Kelly will make a comeback with a new opening song for Space Jam 2?
You know what, man?
That's
think
how
trying
talented
to.
he is. We'd be
Yeah.
like, he's got to go to jail, but that song is incredible.
Everybody just remembers Space Jam. And
That's
You know,
why he's
out.
having this interview right now, trying to
Yeah.
clear his name so he can get another song on.
Speaking of that interview,
because he need that bread.
Speaking of that interview and that foolishness, Gayle King, I think that mug is going to air. What? Well,
tomorrow morning.
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
So
It'll be
Wednesday.
Thursday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Yesterday.
It'll be
Yesterday.
by the
It
time
aired
people-
yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know who he's trying to fool with the crying. Like,
No.
come on, fam.
You're a great singer, not a great actor.
Zero. There should be zero sympathy for fam out here. That's just me now. But the crying is a bit extra. Like,
He's just
I'm
walking
fighting
on
for my. What do you
eggshells,
say?
man.
I'm fighting for my life or something like that. In the clip, I'm like, come on, bro. He's like, and would I be that stupid to do all these things?
Yes,
Fam.
you can't read. You signed away all your publishing. You've been doing stupid shit pretty much for the past 25 years.
He basically was just like, I beat my case. You know,
Yeah.
I have nothing to talk about.
She didn't even ask him about the case. She was like, she's like, how do you feel about people, I'm paraphrasing here, but people saying that you've, slept with underage women and stuff like that. He was like,
How old?
I beat my case. I beat my case.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's talking about. I beat my case. Fam, come on, man. You know what she's asking you. I don't know, man.
And Casey Anthony beat her case too.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did OJ.
Yeah. He out there playing golf. Lit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say,
His daughter is out here wilding.
don't do that.
What?
I already know what you're doing, man.
Who, OJ's?
Yeah, man.
Chloe? We're out there with Tristan Thompson.
Yeah.
She ain't really wild, no. Tristan went out there in them streets. You know what I'm saying?
He is who she thought he was. You know what I'm saying? He been on one. Shit. Now you surprised all of a sudden?
I think Tristan mad because nobody cares about Cavs games anymore. He don't play on TV no more. So he's just out here acting a damn fool now. Like,
He still gets a check.
yeah, he gets a check.
I mean, did you see the video that people put together? It was a video meme of it was like what, it was a Khloe Kardashian thing, and it was something about something like who's a better woman than me, or who's badder than me, or something. And it was like DMX's song where he's naming all the women in it.
Sean, Tanisha,
Right.
about
on,
3
man.
Kims. I was like, oh, that was funny.
Yo, shout out to DMX, man. I saw something about him.
Yeah, he's
coming.
gonna be
He coming
at
to
the
Nap,
Emerson.
right? Yeah.
He's gonna be here in
Is he
town.
going to be at the Emerson?
Yep.
I might need to go to that just off GP.
It's okay.
Yeah. I might
Where,
need to
where
just
else
go
would it be?
They got
Well,
some
He can
new
at least do the
venue.
vote.
It's not called the Emerson anymore, though. It's called something else.
So they just changed the name of it.
It's called something else.
Well, if they
Yep.
sponsor us, we'll figure out the name.
That's a good
Goddamn right.
point.
Yeah.
I like what you did there. That's a good play right there.
Yo.
Probably had to see DMX just off him being a legend, no? Like, just go
I
check
seen
that
him
out.
in a club in Arizona.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just in there looking dusty. This was a few years ago, though.
Wow. You gonna do him like that?
I mean, he was looking bad. I mean, I hope he get himself together.
Yeah. We'll
I mean,
see.
he's looked better since then, though.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
follow you.
I'm just saying that particular night,
Yeah,
it was a rough one for him.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Red August. He's in the building as well, doing what he does. We know what that means. Does anybody have anything popping this week? Events, anything that you are promoting, anything that's popping in the city before we get started with the rundown? Jay Moore, go through your rundown.
Of course, tonight I will be at Tiki Bob's. Shout out to my man Teddy Hardy, along with Lemmy Vice, Action Jackson, DJ Gabby Love. You just never know what celebrities might fall through. It was a nice Thursday with Combine here in town, so you just never know who might fall through there. Then on Saturday night, Lockdown Saturdays at the Casbah, me and DJ Lockstar, we've been making it happen.
Nice.
Been real nice. And of course, every Tuesday, man, Coach's Tavern, me and DJ Metronome, we're coming up on the 13-year anniversary.
Can't wait.
That's going to be the last Tuesday of March. So early.
Yeah, I'm selling VIP
you
tickets
wanna
this
get
year.
there.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to get back.
Yeah,
$20.
we're starting at 8:30. That's how crucial it is, so we can get all the DJs in.
Hey, y'all come see me.
Yeah,
I got
it's gonna be
tickets
real.
for. Shout out to DJ Metronome. I got tickets for $20 for Take That Tuesday's anniversary. It'll get you in a meal and a reserved seat in the
If
back.
somebody
by
buys
the-
tickets from
by-
you,
by the
they
video game.
deserve to get caught. Yeah.
Yeah. So burger, fries. It's back by the arcade part in the back.
You
though.
might lose money.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of those.
yeah,
Anybody-
I have something special I'm working on with Nick for that as well.
for
Yeah, you do.
okay.
Mhm.
So
We're not
Why
gonna
have I
talk
not
about
been
it.
informed?
we ain't gonna talk about it, but
I feel bad now. I feel like I'm out the
Dun,
loop.
dun, 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 dun,
You know
dun.
anything about this?
Nope.
This is brand new to me.
Mhm.
That's tough.
I just happened to walk in on some of the magic that was happening in the studio as far as the music being
We got to
created.
figure out what's going on after we get done with this.
Yeah.
You got anything popping?
Yes. I have the art pop up on Sunday with me and my guy Kevin. Kevin West.
Okay.
We're doing that at Blueprint Studio, which is in Speedway. That will be from 6 to 9. It'll be like interactive art, music.
Okay.
It's gonna be a nice time. It's free.
Okay.
Fred 99
Free 99. And then of course the
Saturday,
the Patron Saint. I like calling it the Patron Saint because I always get the Patron slushy, so it throws me off.
That's a good look.
Gotcha.
Lo-fi.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lo-Fi Saturday nights at the Patron Patron Saint
Yeah.
downtown, across from Tiki Bob's, downstairs.
How's that spot? I heard there's like a absinthe fountain there or
They
something.
do,
Yes,
they do,
yeah.
they do. It's New Orleans themed, so they got it's all that.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a cool spot, So David Peck plays lo-fi hip hop from 7 to 10 every Saturday night, and those vibes, and then it gets into the more clubby nature afterwards.
That's
So
what's up.
yeah,
Yerp.
I think that's all that I have this week. I think second Saturdays at Pure. Is this the second Saturday?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes,
So
it is.
Decademics will be at Pure
So some of the
on
students
Saturday.
will be there. That'll
yeah,
be a good look.
students will be playing.
Shout out to the students. Shout out to Decademics as well.
And Decademics also has it Kruger's on Friday and Saturday nights. now.
Hey.
So if you
They got
want to
some
step
good
out,
burgers.
Yeah.
I haven't
good.
had a burger yet, but I like the spot. I
Nice
like the
late
vibe.
night menu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the vibe. So shout out to them.
So,
Wow. Let's shout out to our partners as well. Coleman Dental 317-255-8546. Make sure you get your teeth is right. Shout out to Dr. Coleman. No Bad Ideas, as always, lacing us with that heat. I do love this new joint that's been coming with the ass. This is cold. Shout out to any CD Vinyl as well. One of our partners, Printfinity. Support your local businesses. You see Jay Diff rocking the fresh Printfinity joint. And as always, bringingdowntheband.com is the hub. Always has been, always will be. So let's go ahead and get into the rundown. I got my bad handwriting on these note cards. Let's see.
don't care.
Yo, that's amazing, man. I really love that sound. All right, so
Jesus Christ. We need that.
I wish
So-
I could find a clean one. That's the problem with that one.
I got them.
All right, well,
You
you
got
send
'em?
it to me. Send me the
Got 'em.
Jesus Christ.
that's what's up. We need those.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, brother.
Indeed.
All right, so Leaving Neverland documentary.
I haven't
HBO.
watched that yet.
I haven't watched
I haven't
it.
had did it just come out?
They played
Sunday.
it,
Sunday, yeah.
Sunday, second part on Monday with the Oprah follow-up.
Yeah, so we can talk about all that.
Who here's
Chicken
seen it?
eating ass.
I saw
I think
it.
Jay Moore
saw
saw
it?
it.
Okay.
I see you over there. So this is the HBO doc. It says James, and it's James 𝗡𝗲, I believe, and Wade. Is it Robeson? Did I say Robeson?
Robertson. Yeah, that's right.
The bald head boy that looked like Bonk
I see you.
and Quo.
I see you.
That guy.
They pretty much just recount the alleged sexual abuse that was happening at the hands of Michael Jackson when they were kids. Keep in mind that Terry and I were talking about this. The FBI did a thorough research on Mike. Pull footage, all that type of stuff. Didn't find anything. And both of these guys also previously said, nothing happened
Under oath.
under oath.
How about that?
Yeah. So I didn't see the doc because I thought it was a money grab, especially when you've already said that nothing happened. To Terry's point, which he said earlier before we came on about those guys not possibly being known as liars.
Yeah,
I
they're
believe he said
habitual
liars.
Yes.
But Jay Moore, I want to throw it to you first, and then we can continue around. You being someone that's actually watched the doc, what were your takes from it? Because for me, it's just a money grab. Like maybe they just ran out of funds and wanted to do some shit to get some pub.
Well, I think outside of anything alleged as far as sexual impropriety, I always thought it was weird just how much time he was spending hanging out with these kids.
Okay.
But honestly, I do think this is a money grab because they tried to sue the estate after he was dead.
Right.
And the court threw it out because of statute of limitations. And I think they're trying to, because they keep talking about how, we weren't paid for this.
Right.
The money's not going to come from this. They're hoping to get this money down the line.
Talk that talk.
And the thing is, like, the filmmaker basically assumed that these kids were just telling the truth. Okay. But then when you start looking into other things, because like I said, I'm I'm the conspiracy guy.
Yep.
You know, and I think there's a lot more. Yeah, I think
Facial organs.
Yeah, exactly. I think I think Michael Jackson was murdered personally,
Okay.
but because he owned way too much of the music industry.
So did Dick Gregory. Rest in peace.
So we're talking about this kid Wade Robinson, or Roberson or whatever. You know, the kid from 𝗀𝗲.
Yep.
A lot of y'all don't remember. That was like a kid rap group that didn't work.
Yeah. One of them went on to become a Tommy Hilfiger model.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But Wade, he went on to do a whole bunch of choreography for
NSYNC
and Britney Spears and all this stuff. Now, here's somebody who says, you know, who he was one of the key people that testified on Michael's behalf that said, no, none of this stuff happened.
Right.
In fact, he was the first person called by the defense during his trial. Now,
That's
if
tough.
you think that somebody might not have their story together, or would you call that person as the first witness? Now, I'm just speaking, like I said, maybe there's someone who's more learned than me as far as the way the law is concerned, but I'm thinking if there's any impropriety between the defendant and this person you're basically bringing up as the first star witness, like, I'm not putting that person up there immediately. That, and when I found out that, you know, he was at Michael Jackson's funeral, he wanted to do all these other
He
tributes to
also
him.
begged to be at his funeral.
Begged to be
That's
at his
the
funeral.
point. That's the point.
Not only that, but he wanted to do this. There's the Michael Jackson Cirque du Soleil show.
Right.
Yeah.
And once he thought, just because of his relationship with the family and with Michael, that he was going to be able to do that. Once they said, no, your services is not needed here, then all of a sudden he starts shopping a book talking about, you know, what happened between him and Mike. And then nobody picks up on the book. Nobody picks up on the lawsuit.
Yep.
So it's like, that's how we got to this place. Now, one of the things that really bothered me, like, even if you, like I said, you take any idea of sex out, like, why the parents, I know we got on the parents for the R. Kelly thing.
Sure.
But the parents were really out of, like, how do you let like, I remember when I was a kid and I stayed on the phone too long, you know, my mother or father would be like, it's time to get off that phone. It doesn't matter who you're talking to. Like, I don't care if you are talking to Michael Jackson. Like, it's time for you to get off the goddamn phone.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Period.
It's like abducted in plain sight type shit.
Oh yeah.
Searching for some relief.
Yeah.
Jake, jump in.
Yeah, it's
like,
kinda
you
crazy,
You
but
got any
yeah.
thoughts on this?
Just based off like the parent thing you're just talking about, I know that I think Michael bought a house for one of them, or
Yeah.
he paid for college for one of them.
Bought him a
yeah?
house.
Bought
Okay.
exotic animals. I could be wrong, but
The
I
house
just remember
part, you are right.
all these crazy
They got him
things,
a loan for a house.
you know, and
forgave the loan.
paid the parents.
Yeah.
You know, just always grant all these favors. So I think that's crazy. But with this documentary dropping, I think that's just like the power of video nowadays. Like when Making a Murderer dropped, I don't know if you watched that on Netflix.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everyone was like, "Oh, Stephen Avery is innocent." The R. Kelly thing, you know, everybody's anti R. Kelly, and that whole thing's going to bite him in the ass for his upcoming trial. You know, so I think now this Michael Jackson documentary is just going to ruin what's left of like what his family's doing. I can't say like what side I'm on,
Right.
because you know I see both sides just fine. I grew up listening to Michael Jackson.
And we all did.
Yeah, I feel like my mom.
didn't.
Stop, Lone.
I feel like I just like grew up watching his like videos. But I know his family like released like a 2-hour concert with like HD footage never before seen the day the HBO special dropped. Just try to like divert the situation.
Yeah.
So that's like a red flag for me.
Yeah.
But I just gotta sit down and watch it. The with Oprah being behind it, I kind of like think it's legit. But
See, that
I
was gonna be my
Yeah,
question. that's why I'm coming to
That's
you.
where I'm taking the other
don't.
side to it.
Terry, tell me about yeah, I mean, you know, you could talk about, I guess, the doc for what it is, but I want to come at you about Oprah's involvement. We kind of touched on this prior to coming on. Do you sense some fuck shit there, or what are we doing here?
Yeah. I think right now it's payback for when I think it was it Jamie Foxx when he had the comedy special when he was talking about the Oprah interview. So
that was
about your
that was
chicken eating
Martin.
ass Oprah. Huh? Remember that?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with that. But anyway,
That shit was funny though.
Martin
was
talked
fun.
about that too. Yeah, it
yeah,
was fun.
but I'm not understanding what her involvement in this is, especially since she's the only reporter or whatnot that actually had a sit down with Michael Jackson.
Multiple
Sit downs with Michael Jackson. Like they were specials and shit.
Yeah.
It almost feels like she sees the popularity of this and she wants to kind of gain something too. Because it's like, I think she's doing like a question and answer at the end. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it was. This is the thing with Oprah, and where this is really going to bite her in the ass, is I need anybody who's listening to me, go ahead and Google Oprah and Harvey Weinstein, and then go to your images.
That's tough.
Okay,
Yeah.
So she's all in there
Yep.
in the videos.
She's talking
Dancing.
about how, exactly, all about how this is about survivors of sexual abuse and all this. I'm like, well, if you really wanted to get deep into that, why don't you bring on Harvey Weinstein?
Your guy.
But we're not going to touch on that. And then when you start, once again, being conspiracy guy, once you go into
They sell organs.
the connections between HBO, Harvey Weinstein, Oprah, for Oprah to do this is more bothersome because that gave her biggest media look ever.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
When they did that interview, I think it was back 92, 93, that was like 90 million people watched that. That's Super Bowl numbers.
Yeah.
And for her to be invited into his home and now when he's dead, of course, just like everybody else would have talked so glowingly about Michael Jackson, like right after he died.
Right.
Yep.
But now, because it's not like Oprah needs the money.
No, not
so,
at all.
So that's one thing she definitely doesn't need.
I think she's playing a pawn in a larger game that's not only trying to discredit Michael Jackson, but there's probably a piece of the business that's still held on to by his estate that they're trying to, because people didn't know he had all of Sony's publishing and he wasn't having to put any extra money into that.
Right.
So at one point he had Eminem's publishing, Beyonce's publishing, on top of the Beatles stuff.
The Beatles, yeah.
Like it was for all the times we see artists get screwed by this industry, to see Michael Jackson's paperwork and to see how he basically was taking advantage of the music industry was incredible.
Early. He was doing that early too.
Yeah.
And what I haven't seen the documentary, but from my research and things that I know about the two individuals that are in question or were allegedly touched by Michael Jackson, and anybody can find this information. Forbes actually wrote a whole article about this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That went in depth, how long the FBI were investigating Mike, how nothing was ever found.
Yeah.
These are the only two individuals, and they both have a history of lying.
Yeah.
Everybody knows they lied because they lied under oath.
Yep.
And they did it on more than one occasion because they didn't go to court once. I think Wade went twice. I think he was 20-some-odd years old the last time.
Yeah, they
he
tried to
went.
make it seem like they were little kids when they went to court. No, they were grown-ups.
No.
Yeah.
No, like there is an interview when he was a little kid and they was asking him questions. But this elaborate plan that he came up with is, he said that once he had a child, all of a sudden all of this stuff resurfaced.
Yeah.
And he didn't think it was right. It's like, come on, man.
I'm
You're
cool.
you're not going to beg to be at a man's funeral that altered your life in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Especially that way. Who's going to do that?
No, I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. Jump in alone. Like, do you have what are your thoughts on it, just as a whole? Like, you don't have to.
I don't really have many thoughts. I haven't seen it. I don't really understand the purpose of
The doc.
Of the doc in the first place. Seems slanderous. I don't know. But
the well has run dry for those two guys.
That's what I think.
You know, just to the piece on the, I don't know. I'm about people that are always that decide when they want to be vocal about certain things and stuff, whether it's a woman or a man or anything. I feel like that's a touchy subject because, I mean, who knows? I don't know. I mean, I've you know, I don't know what that's like to process. I don't know what it's like to process if it was allegedly from somebody like Michael Jackson, who is this character. You know, Michael Jackson, there's never going to be another Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? But I don't really have any commentary on it because I don't really know.
Well,
So,
okay, even if we're were to play just white devil's advocate. As far as say we believe these kids
funny.
now.
Yeah.
Okay?
I don't care.
You know what? Then aren't they? Didn't they just perjure themselves in court? And perhaps the kid who brought who had the charges brought against Mike? You just let a pedophile go because you wanted to lie on the stand? Shouldn't you be punished for that? Like,
Potentially.
That's it right
Yeah.
there.
I mean, if you want to
Yeah,
continue
that's it.
down that rabbit hole, then, essentially.
So
yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, when do the police
it.
come and get Wade and this other kid who lied on the stand and basically, I think the initial plaintiff's kids, Jordy Chandler.
Were they kids when they did that or not?
No, they
No,
were
they weren't
adults.
kids.
They were
Adults, yeah.
adults,
Grown
when
as hell.
When they,
Yeah, I don't follow this story.
Yeah,
at all,
no,
so,
understandable. But like I said,
You don't remember the last time when Mike got off when he was outside standing on top of the SUV, like waving at everybody?
Yeah.
Was that when he was in Gary, Indiana?
Nah. When he
Was
bought
that-
all the KFC.
Is that when he
No,
was
not that
dangling
one.
the baby out the window?
No,
that's-
Freddie
no.
Gibbs has a video that's like a
Yeah, that's what I'm
cartoon
talking
Yeah.
about.
that is amazing about going back through that whole event. I laugh every single time I see that joint, man, because you see chicken coming out the car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was like animated, right?
Yeah, that shit right there is funny.
I remember when he came here and pretty much locked Circle City Mall down.
Yep.
Circle Center Mall down, because he wanted to
Yeah.
watch a movie.
I mean, but that's who he was, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna say?
Hi, Michael Jackson.
We gonna close this ball down.
It's innocent.
I'm gonna watch this movie, and that's what it's.
Y'all remember that South
that's what's
Park
good.
episode?
Yeah, I'm cool.
It's innocent.
I'm cool.
Hey,
with
Mike's
that.
my guy, man. He
Mike-
was a little
Yeah,
weird.
Mike is that dude.
and eccentric in a weird way,
Yeah.
but I still think that he didn't do that shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
And people talk about he's weird. I was like, you know what? From the time he was 9 years old, people only had 3 reactions to him:
Yeah.
to scream, to cry, or to ask him for money.
Yeah.
You'd be
So,
a little weird too.
Speaking on people that come back from lying, what do you guys think about the Michael Cohen thing? Is his name Michael Cohen?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the
Oh,
dude
man.
who got up there and told us everything we already know
Told
about
the
Donald
truth.
Trump.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing is that he's saying something different than what he said before. Does that? I mean,
He's under pressure now. He's going to
He's
do
about
that
to
jail
do that
time.
regardless.
but it falls in similar in line with what we're talking about. Somebody is changing their story a little bit and saying.
He's also an attorney, so they tend to lie a lot any fucking way.
So I guess my
True.
question is do we believe him now, or do we believe him before, or do we believe some of it, or
I don't find the stuff that he said that far fetched.
because you're biased to believe it anyways, though, right?
Yeah, I call
He
me
did
biased.
actually
then.
show up with literally. People say, "Oh, he got the receipts." He literally showed up with the receipts.
That's what
with
I'm
your
saying. Like it
canceled
doesn't.
checks
A lot of the stuff that he said, I'm like, yo, I could actually see that happening. Maybe it could be my bias, but
I can see Michael doing the things too.
could be. That's fair. That's your opinion. I respect
I'm
that.
absolutely trolling right now.
I know.
So I've just seen arguments against Michael Cohen in that aspect, and it was kind of. I don't think we talked about that last week.
Nah,
Well, it's almost
But-
like we all want to get mad at Tekashi 6ix9ine for snitching.
yeah.
But isn't Michael Cohen basically pulling the Tekashi 6ix9ine
yeah.
right
Oh,
now?
100%.
Absolutely.
He's not in the game though.
Yeah, it's a different type of snitching.
I found it funny
True.
that he called. Didn't he reference him as a rat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Donald Trump
Yeah.
called him a rat.
Oh,
But
yeah.
rats are people that tell.
Donald Trump called him a rat.
Yeah, but rats are people that tell stuff that you did versus somebody that's just like lying versus a rat. Those are two different
It's
things.
like Michael Cohen's a rat. You just told
You
on
just
yourself.
told him.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like you just
That
called him
is
a
true.
rat. If you think about it, that's crazy. So you basically said,
Nobody
yeah.
cares.
It's not crazy. It's the same shit, so
But look,
I'm used to it.
But he did have
I'm
receipts though.
numb.
That was
Yeah.
the thing. He did have receipts.
I don't
But
think hush money would ever be in a receipt form, though. I feel like, you know what I mean?
that's a good
Like
call.
75 grand to say you tell some dude to hush. I mean, it doesn't make sense. I think he's smarter. Like
He's
Trump
smarter
pays
than that.
people to make sure that doesn't happen.
He
paid Michael Cohen.
Yeah,
That was supposed
see
to
how
be
that
his
worked
guy.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, you still gotta. Well, I guess he probably doesn't pay taxes, but I was gonna say you still gotta follow the money, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
as long as you can justify what this money is for or something.
Yes.
All he's saying is, well, that's what this money was
Kind
for.
of like when
Yeah.
Jesse came through and it was $3,500 for training.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So
Hey, man.
MAGA. This is MAGA country.
I'm cool. I'm cool on all that.
Jesse.
Let's
I
jump
don't
into. I'm cool. Let's jump into a little music. Shout out to
Jesse.
I call him
shout-
Jesse.
shout
now.
to Jesse.
You're out here wilding like that. Your name is Jesse.
Yeah, shout out to Jesse or Jesse, whatever y'all choose. Shout out to Memphis, North Memphis, South Memphis. What am I missing?
Project Pat.
Let's see,
wow.
unincorporated areas.
And Beale Street as well.
County
you know what?
seat.
I listen to Project Pat. What's the album you told me to listen to?
I told you a few of them.
No, just the main album.
Mr.
Getty
Don't
Green.
Play.
That one. So I listened to it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to apologize, but it was a little more heat on there than I thought.
Slapping,
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah, I was, I'm a Pastor Troy fan.
It made you want to get in the lab.
No.
Yeah,
It didn't.
it did.
You listen
But-
to Poindexter? He's got a song with the Project Pat coming out.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Nobody
need
has
that.
a song
You
with
doing a
Pastor
video
Troy
for
coming
that?
out.
Yeah.
You doing
That's
that? That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's gonna be a nice look.
But yeah, that's a great look for you. Good looking out there. That's dope. But we'll talk about it, man. Like I might have, come around a little bit. I may owe you an apology. I ain't gonna do it here though, because it'll be on wax. All right, so
you already did it.
Yeah,
no,
that could've
man.
been so.
I
I
didn't
want
do
to
it. It's
talk to you on your man in your face. You understand me?
all right, man. So
Absolutely.
Offset was in the news from the Migos saying some of the dumbest shit I've heard in a while. And I'm paraphrasing here, but he said all the older artists should kiss people like himself, the Migos, all the younger artists' feet because of how far they have
I'm mad he
advanced.
said they should kiss his feet.
His feet.
Yeah, that's weird.
And because
That's some dark
because
web
of
shit.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Because of how far they've taken hip hop, and hip hop being the number one genre in music now. You can find it everywhere. Spotify, it's this, that, it's commercials.
Not
it's this.
because of him.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But he's like, basically, the older artists should kiss their feet. And I was like, yo,
Kiss my con.
this to me is the difference between the genre of hip hop versus anything else. I can't see.
Hip hop is popular culture. That's why.
Is
If
that what it is?
If Sean Price was as popular back then,
yeah,
and we were in the same type of place that we're in now with media,
yeah.
it's equivocal.
Dog.
Did I say that word right? I didn't say that shit right
We'll,
at all.
we'll take,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
you
know-
fuck
you know
that
what I
up,
mean.
but it's cool though.
Yeah, we know what you're saying.
Yeah, I know where he's going.
Equivocal.
I like
I
equivocal.
think that's what you
Oh,
want to say.
equivocal.
Yeah, that's kind of fresh.
Let's ask Red August if he can spell that.
It's not a real word.
However you spelled it would be just fine.
Yeah, it
That's
would've
not a real
worked.
word.
But
It's like something Offset would say in his raps.
yeah, I just don't see this happening in other genres. Like I don't see, you know what I'm saying? I don't see Coldplay being like, man, Aerosmith should kiss my feet.
They used to do that in the grunge.
Because they streaming
You
now.
might be,
Grunge
you
era,
might
they
be
did.
surprised. I think the difference.
Perhaps I would.
I think the difference realistically is just the fact that hip hop is popular culture now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Migos also have full creative control on what they do as far
Mhm.
as video wise. I know I'm only talking videos here, but
It's all good.
they seriously have the say. If you watch music video breakdowns from Genius or whatever,
That's all.
like
good.
Migos direct their videos.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean they'll ghost hire somebody, but their name's on it,
It's all them all
Yeah.
the time.
It's them
Yep.
sitting at the table and me like,
Yep.
Terrence, talk to me,
Yo.
man, about this
The
foolishness.
Terrence, huh?
Yeah, because it's serious. I gotta call you Terrence.
Okay.
Talk to me about the foolishness in this comment, because Lupe got at him, but it was so long. I had to,
Yeah, I didn't read
That's even
Lupe's
too hard to
response.
paraphrase, but he had bars in there. But it's a little
I'm
too
sure it was. It probably was a math equation in there.
yeah, he had a few math equations in there.
Yeah. But
Chemistry shit. So
Some words I
I'm
didn't
not
know.
even really tripping on the whole other genres don't do it thing.
Mhm.
My qualm
Oh, I like
with
that.
Offset
Like Quan.
is that you gotta at least be the best. I mean, not just the best as far as the first Migos, not the first Migos album, but Culture Part 1
Yeah.
is your best offering.
Yes.
You all have just dropped solo joints,
Mm-hmm.
and they all aren't that fucking good.
That's a fact.
Thus,
I just listened to Offset's today. I listened to the whole thing.
Yeah, I've listened to it as well.
And I mean, it's lackluster. But for you to say, for you to pretty much say that the people that came before you need to kiss your feet,
Yours.
that is ass backwards.
Yeah.
You should be kissing the feet of the people that paved the way, that made it to where you can be in a position that
And
you
there
are
we
now.
are.
You know what I'm saying?
Wisdom.
That makes no sense at all for you to say, well, hip-hop is the number one genre. It didn't start being the number one genre just because you started rapping.
Preach.
It's been going on since, let's say it started in 94.
Right.
From 94 on, it's been progressively moving up.
Yeah.
It's always been popular. It may not have gotten Grammy shine as far as them showing the awards or whatnot,
Right.
but it's always been in your face regardless.
Yeah.
I mean, you have other artists from other genres trying to hop into the hip-hop arena
Yeah.
because that's what's popular right now. That's
Right.
that's what people want to do. And then you have a lot of people that can't rap that are just out here flooding the fucking market with your bullshit ass raps.
True.
So that also goes into it being a popular thing and the number one genre right now. I mean, that's just some dumb shit.
I'm with that.
Dumb.
Jake, you got anything to say on that one?
Yeah, I mean, seriously, he explained it like perfect. It's like a crock pot of just all sorts of craziness. Like if you follow all the popular YouTube channels right now and watch music video drops, like
Yeah.
No Jumper, World Star, any of these people,
Yep.
you'll get some like screamo, like metal rap. You'll get just some awful like internet meme, like daddy wide neck, long neck. You ever see those guys?
Yeah.
Like those guys made World Star, made like 14
Yeah.
million views. Like
Yeah.
everybody's hopping on everything and just making a corny rap song. And
So
then
how do you feel saying that? I know you directed a video for this young man, Slim Jesus.
Oh yeah, Mr. Slim Jesus.
Yeah.
There
So
you go,
how do you
mister.
feel about Slim Jesus' music?
Man, I think he gets trolled on, but the amount of bravery that dude has, I think
I'll give him that.
Yeah,
That's bravery.
There's videos of him getting confronted by some like hood ass dudes, and
Yeah.
he holds his ground. I don't know. I've always been like fan of like people in viral videos, and he has a couple songs that aren't to me aren't that bad. So and
sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Positive about
Man,
that.
this new EP, man. But
I feel you on the bravery part, but we talk about the music now.
Oh,
You sure
yeah.
about that?
it's not some like lyrically deep stuff at all. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But stuff
don't
you
know,
can bump.
man.
Does it work? Like I always tell people, like, don't ask me if I like it. Ask me.
Oh,
if,
yeah.
Ask me,
ask
will
me
it
if
work?
it will it work.
Yeah. You
It-
think it'll work?
the combining like my art with that dude's art with the amount of reach he gets, I
Yeah.
think just like this like middle ground that gets formed. And
Hey, I'm not. Hey,
I think your
the-
video production is better than the music.
Yeah,
itself.
yeah.
I would agree 100%.
Well,
I'm not mad at you.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just saying.
I appreciate it.
you
Yeah,
know, the music.
It's
he's
my,
off.
my first time branching out of indie,
Yeah.
and like finding people, and he's
Yeah.
pretty much like the closest dude who I can like, reach out to and be like, hey, basically trying to like make a World Star placement, get my name out there.
Get
you
your
know?
look. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
100%. I'm with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, get your
So,
look.
He-
so
she
how
showed-
was he as a person, as an individual?
Dude, as a
Like,
Let him
person,
get his look.
he's super chill.
All right.
Yeah, like no, I swear to God, like no complaints. He's easy to work with. Whatever you wanted, he would do. I think he was just like super hyped for the opportunity. I'm going to be doing an even crazier video for him coming up here soon. But yeah, I just think it's funny. Like he has like this cult following, which I think is great. And like
Like the Migos.
yeah,
To a certain
yeah,
extent,
you know, Migos is times a million, but
Lone love Slim Jesus, low key.
oh yeah,
Nah, he's trash as fuck. Nah,
I knew that doing the video, I'd probably get some hate from it, but
Oh, you're not getting hate. I'm just staring at you.
Yeah, you're saying things, with your eyes.
It's
You
like,
know.
It was like, yeah, he ain't too bad. And be like,
I don't think he's
I need beans to pop out the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
the bravery versus the product.
But he's part of the cats that Migos is talking about whose feet need to be kissed though.
yeah.
That's the reason why I brought that into it because
I feel you.
that makes absolutely no sense.
Well, I think
Slim Jesus is like the cross. He's like the in between of somebody. He's like a meme rapper.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
a good call,
and
actually.
like trying to be like serious at the same time, but he called himself out. You know what I mean? Like he's it's kind of like, all right,
it was also like his first song to come back after that. So it's like I gotta hop on this and And
so how did the video do?
It's good. It's almost at 1 million views.
That's
it's like 750, I think, right now.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, but I remember when
I want to know what
that
the
hit,
comments are like.
And I remember at one point,
crazy.
The biggest thing that had ever been done on Vlad TV was the Slim Jesus interview.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy. He had a look for a minute. We were like, oh man, this kid's about to be out of here. But then like there was so much. But the thing is, things move so fast that it's so hard for me to say, okay, yeah, this person's going to be like the Migos had to do it consistently for a minute. And I think that's where, for lack of a better term, I think Offset was kind of smelling his piss a little bit because, like, at this point, unlike a lot, unlike a lot of rappers who, like, there's people that we played in the club 3 years ago who have hopefully they got real jobs now because it's a rap. Like, remember how big, like, even this is going back a ways, but like something like Party Like a Rock Star by the Shop Boys. That's probably bigger as far as audience and reach than anything than like someone like 𝗀𝗲𝗄 𝗢𝗲 has ever done. But the Shop Boys are not on tour, and 𝗀𝗲𝗄 𝗢𝗲 still is. You know, so sometimes there's an impact on pop culture.
Shout out to Jay Quan.
Then there's an impact on actual culture because when you think about with the whole De La Soul thing, it's been going back and forth between them getting the streaming rights. Right? The thing is, De La Soul technically, when you talk about Billboard, they only have one hit song. Me, Myself, and I. Outside of that, like unless you are just really entrenched in the culture, then you weren't really checking for like there was nothing that you could play for on an adult contemporary hip hop playlist, 30 years later. But
what about the joint with the native tongues though?
Buddy, maybe that one.
Buddy still might go.
You talking about back in the day, or you talking about?
I'm talking about right, but I'm talking about overall.
Oh,
but see, the reason De La Soul still probably does about 200 dates a year is because of what they're able to do, what they mean actually to the culture.
For sure,
like
legendary.
Like as much
that's a good point.
As hot as the Migos are right now, in 5 years they could be the Yin Yang Twins. And that's no diss on the Yin Yang Twins, but let's just be real.
I mean, they were hot in the moment.
on the B2K tour.
When the Whisper song hit, the Yin Yang Twins were the hottest thing in hip hop. Yeah, so you had other people imitating that Whisper style, and like you couldn't go out anywhere without hearing at least 3 or 4 Yin Yang Twins songs. Just like you can't go out if you're a DJ and you don't play any Migos, then it's like, what are you doing right now? If you're doing a big club, so I think you have to look at where the culture's moving, where you are in pop culture, and like who your audience is, because a lot of times those people are not there for you in 5 years. Go look at a XXL if you can find an XXL, and look who is the upcoming rapper, who's a person that's hot right then. That person, you can't find them anymore. Like I think the person who was popping at the BET Awards 4 years ago is not invited this year.
You got to be careful with that too. Now that hip hop is popular culture, though, in my opinion, because like you can get lost in the. We talk about this. It's just like, well, get your money.
Yeah.
It's like I don't subscribe to that 100% sometimes. Like it's like I understand it, but it's like,
how much of your ass did you have to show to get your money?
And how much are you sacrificing potential looks or yeah,
road,
but I mean, I guess it depends on where you're coming from, right? So it's like, if we're let's throw bringing down the band into the thing. If we decided a long time ago to go a route, let's say of something, let's say Two Dope Boys did. Two Dope Boys used to be straight kind of underground for the most part, and then they went to kind of a populist approach to where they shared pretty much everything across the board, but they also included the underground stuff too.
Right.
So it went from, realistically, when I would go to their site, it'd be like, it went from liking 9 out of 10 things on their site to be, I might like to today.
Yeah.
If I scroll through 2 pages, I might like 2 or 3 posts, maybe. So it's like, what are you sacrificing for grabbing the greater amount of looks for that? And I think that's the balance that needs to be in play.
Put that Brita filter on this shit.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that gets lost.
Yeah,
that's a good
point. And it's
point.
lost right now. And and the more that we have this conversation, the more, in general, we just say, "Oh, I see. I understand what you're doing." You know what I mean? Rather than, "What are you doing?"
They want Jay-Z to kiss their feet.
So bong bong.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That right there.
They want Gangstar to kiss their feet.
Yeah. When you said that though, it's like the concept of even what you just said is so blasphemous. Like like when you start
Outkast paved the way for Atlanta artists.
Period. I still say, we've talked about this before, but I still say,
well, I won't even say Atlanta artists. I'll say down south.
The South Got Something to Say changed everything.
Yeah.
Like that.
Because even when they
changed.
were reading the group that won, Salt and Pepper was kind of like out.
Yeah, they had a real salty look on their face.
Yeah. Like that Dre saying that was that changed everything.
Come on, Migos.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, there were other good parts of that interview, but I'm like, what would make you say? And we have this conversation because it's like every few years there's some new artist that says something like this.
They're smelling their own shit.
And it's like, come on, man. Didn't you learn anything from the kid who said he didn't know who Raekwon is? Like, if you don't know, just say you don't know.
Just say you don't know.
But don't say anyone who came before you owes you something. That'd be like Tristan Thompson says, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was cool.
Yeah.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
But I took it to the next level.
Right.
That's straight foolishness, man. Yeah. When you think about it. But if I will say this in terms of Offset, he did have Big Rube on the beginning of the album.
That's cute.
On there
that's cute, but the rest of it,
I gotta give him peace for the Big Rube feature.
Yeah, but the rest of it's pretty disposable.
It is, but I'm just saying, though, it was dope to see Big Rube probably get a little check for that. So
I mean, I'm sure he
happy
did.
for him.
Check,
and it wasn't no bullshit though. He was actually in like Big Rube form.
That was probably the best part of the record.
He's Big Rube
because he's fucking Big Rube. God damn it.
A lot of people don't know that though. That's all I'm saying. Just shout out to Big Rube and Dungeon Family.
All day.
They performing too, but I don't even know if Stax is gonna be there. That's
2
crazy.
Chainz.
I saw.
What about 2 Chainz?
What about 2 Chainz?
Yeah.
Rapper Go to the League. New album. Supposed to have a new direction, quote unquote. From some of the interviews that I saw. The first 2 joints really, really had me. The intro features Marsha Ambrosius. Very deep. You know what I'm saying? Like he really got into his bag in terms of personal stuff, talking about some of his friends that called him that had lost their sons to, gun violence and stuff like that. So
he mentioned Lil Fate. I don't know if y'all remember Lil Fate.
Mm-hmm.
The name sounds familiar, but I couldn't put my finger on it. I'll be honest.
I know he used to run with Ludacris.
It was the DTB.
Is that what it was? DTB?
Yeah,
okay.
DTB, yeah.
So
he's talking about his son.
I'm glad you connected those dots. I was asleep. But when I heard the intro and then it went into Threat to Society, Ninth Wonder's joint, I'm like, okay, here we go. Like he's 2 joints in. I'm like, okay, this is going to be, a body of work that's completely different. But as I continued to listen, I started to see it trend back to his bag. You know what I'm saying? Is where he's comfortable, which is cool. You gotta do what you gotta do. I guess that's just how you want it to go. But the NBA concept joint was NCAA. I'm sorry, that was dope. The Ariana Grande joint for I think they remade or kind of with the
It was
A-Marie.
originally
A-Marie,
yeah.
A-Marie's joint.
Why don't we fall in love?
Yeah, and then the joint with Wayne and 40, kind of West Coast Bay type joint. I thought that was cool, but I'm not seeing classic and masterpiece like I'm seeing on my timelines for social media. So
Were people really saying classic?
yes,
Oh,
best project he's ever put out, classic. You know, we in the era of 24-hour classic. So as soon as some shit come out, like within 2 hours, oh my God, man, this album is amazing. It's a classic. I'm like, fam, there's no way you could digest the entire album and tell me that it's a classic within an hour. I don't believe that. That's bullshit to me.
Unless
we
it's
were
something
listening
that you,
to it.
unless it's something you can't digest because there's nothing to digest.
yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, as we were listening to it on the way to Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
and the first song was nice.
That song is cold.
And I don't know, I kind of gave it the benefit. This is what I decided to chalk it up as.
Okay.
I decided to chalk it up as the sound system in the van wasn't that good.
That matters.
So,
that matters.
I was like, eventually I was like, man, this is whack. And everybody kind of was like, yeah, I don't like this.
Yeah.
You know, that was pretty much the sentiment of everybody in the van.
Everybody.
Everybody. So I was
That's-
like, I'm on Facebook. I'm seeing people saying it's so good and this,
Yeah.
that, and the other. And I was like, man, I have to listen to it again just to make sure I'm not tripping.
I knew you would.
Yeah. So I listened to it again,
Yeah.
and it sounded better because
Yeah.
I was able to hear it better. But it still is not what the census is saying. I was like, while we were there, I was like, I wonder if people in Indiana got a different album than we listened to. Because this, I'm not feeling it like that. I did go back and grab a couple joints that were cool, but
Yeah.
it's not, to me, it's not 2 Chainz's best album.
That's what
And
I'm
it is
hearing.
not.
It's just the same album, the Expensify video. You know what I'm talking about? I forget the name of the song, but
I don't know
Not
if that's on
sure.
the track list. Don't quote me.
No,
I don't
I don't think so.
think so.
okay.
Cause he just like
LeBron AR did though, so
Is that why he?
how
is
about
it
that?
Load management.
How
Is that
See?
what that is?
See,
What?
Yeah.
I'm just asking questions.
just turn the camera on. People can't act right, man. It's messed up.
No, I thought the first 3 joints, I was like, okay, he's
Yeah,
focused.
he's on it. Yep.
And then I was like, okay, I felt like the middle of there was a middle ground where he's like, okay, I got a couple records for the radio.
Yep.
Then it's like, okay, these are for my old 2 Chainz fans. Like, it wasn't consistent.
NCAA could have been so much better.
Like
Oh,
I thought there are some good records on here, but when like people say classic, I was like,
Yeah, nah.
as far as being a consistent project, I kind of like Pretty Girls Like Trap Music
Yeah.
better.
Yeah,
Right.
me too.
My favorite.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
like
yeah.
that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Have you heard? You didn't peep the new one yet?
no.
You should check it out, man. Like it starts off.
He's got some bangers
different.
on there. Don't get me
You know
wrong.
what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah.
it's some
More than Offset has.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah,
I see
it's
what you
better than
did there.
Offset's album.
Yeah.
But there's a few choice cuts. Like I rock with 2 Chainz though. You know what I'm saying? I
overall,
like 2 Chainz.
yeah.
There's a few choice cuts, but other than that, it's not. No,
Not a classic. Calm down, everybody.
not at
I
all.
saw people jumping out the window left and right.
that
I'm
mug
just
would have
like,
got. That mug would have got probably 3 mics in the source back in the day.
Three.
I'd have given it 3.5, maybe 4.
I was
Yeah.
gonna
But,
say
like,
3.5.
The internet was giving it 4.5, 5. I was
Yeah.
like,
Hell
no.
nah.
I was gonna say 3.5.
3,
Yeah.
3.5 max, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 3.5 because I'd have gave Pretty Girls Love Trap Music 4.
Yeah. Sean.
Oh, I don't like 2 Chainz.
Oh,
Okay.
So I mean, I don't hate 2 Chainz. I just don't listen to him.
you don't
So-
care, huh?
No, I don't. I don't really care. Listening to it, I was like, oh, this sounds like 2 Chainz. I mean, you know, he makes a specific type of song. I mean, you know, it's
You like
all
2
right, cool.
Chainz? You like 2
I think he's
Chainz?
funny. I think he's funny.
He is.
You like him
Yeah.
more than Nas?
No,
Oh,
Wow, okay.
we're making progress.
No, not really.
no, this is really you just compared Nas and 2 Chainz.
I
Hey,
didn't
I'll
know.
be seeing some shitty ass comparisons online.
Yeah.
So
Hey man, Nas,
Yeah.
2 Chainz,
Yeah.
Soulja Boy,
Uh-huh.
Eminem.
Drake.
Oh, Eminem's down there. Okay.
No, I'm just saying out of those 4, those are equal. You
Oh, they're
so
all
it's-
equal,
They're all
okay.
close, right?
Yeah.
No. Let's transition a little bit since we run out of time.
Yes, sir.
Jake, what type of so you said you I saw you reach out on social media recently that you know you mentioned about some artists that you wanted to work with.
Yeah.
And Slim was one of them, which was kind of cool. What other artists are you interested in kind of working with in general, and you know, do you have visions for certain people or?
I've been working with Baby Ebony a lot, and whatever visions him and I come up with together will come to life. But
You say Weber Visions?
whatever visions.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, whatever visions. Sorry.
I was like, oh, okay.
I don't know, man. My music taste is just crazy how it is, and then like I don't really know the hip hop scene like everybody else here does, like outside the 465 loop.
I got you.
But there's a lot of people that have moved out of indie. That there's this dude named Lil Aaron. I don't know if you know him at all.
I'm
not familiar.
Yeah, but he's out in LA. There's these people that just like have this like really strong internet presence that are plugged with the right people.
Oh, okay.
I make some like really like high quality videos for people, but just the outlet that they get put on doesn't reach the right people. And I think that's like super important for artists.
Yeah, it is these days.
So, you know, some artists will pay thousands of dollars for videos, and then it'll get put on YouTube, maybe get like 1,200 to 2,000 views, and it'll just die. While someone will spend like $300, get plugged with a channel, and, you know, they'll get like 30,000 to 50,000 views. And then from there on, they network and stuff like that. So there's a certain way to play the game that I think a lot of artists should be aware of.
Are you more focused locally then in general on that? Or
I think all last year I was. I think this year I'm just really trying to figure out strategy more than anything. I've been featured on like No Jumper, like Elevator, World Star, stuff like that.
Right.
There's people in town that are trying to build platforms, like Diop, for example.
Shout out to the homie Diop.
Yeah, Diop's, you know,
we've
the
been
shit.
building ours as well, bringing down the band. I think we're up.
Yeah.
We only recently started building our YouTube up, probably in November. So we've gained we're almost at 4,000 subscribers.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
incredible.
You know,
That's dope. Yeah.
so
So you're on your way to getting to the point where you can like monetize.
Yeah,
we're
you
there
can host
now.
premieres, stuff like that.
yeah, we can do that. I mean, essentially, the bringing down the band platform idea has always been to you know, enrich the local arts.
Yeah.
And immerse it with the national arts together.
Yeah.
So that's always been the platform. So, yeah, we definitely need bigger platforms locally and in the Midwest.
Yeah, I feel like all the people that from Indiana in general have moved out for that like sole reason. Honestly, there's people like Omar Apollo from Northwest Indiana who now is just out in LA, and he's like signed to Atlantic, I think. You know, Freddie Gibbs got the hell out of here.
Yeah,
and he's a legend. You know, like if people can,
I think his Instagram's a legend.
Yeah,
as well.
Oh my god,
double legend.
His stories are
Good
crazy.
crack.
When he was in South America or whatever, that was hilarious.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
He's one of my favorite is bitches. Being my, these are the type of bitches that
be in my
DMs.
DMs. Yeah, whoever he says, a lot of just fans and supporters in general send him those, but it's rare that I don't see one where I just laugh every single time I see it. Like,
oh yeah,
some of them are just absolutely ridiculous, and it's crazy to think like people are actually out here doing this shit. Like, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
So who would you like to work with nationally? Like if you had
man.
the chance to work with a national
Now we're talking
recording artist.
Freddie. All I can think about is Freddie.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
man, it's hard. Put me on the spot thinking about that.
Yeah.
He's got that new bandana joint coming up. You should reach out.
Man.
Oh, he's got the new.
I guarantee you
Madlib
get that
album
one
too.
Yeah.
That's what
the
that
one.
is.
That's what it is. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Pinata was like
Yeah.
instant classic. Anything like Madlib touches for me is like gold. You know, Mad Villainy is my favorite album.
I was
like,
telling
all time.
I was telling someone if he does two high level albums with Madlib, right? Like he follows up the first one, and they do another banger. Like he's gonna have to start being considered MC wise. He's gonna have to start going up people's lists because versatility wise, when you listen to Freddie, the guy that makes the Freddie album shouldn't be able to, on paper, shouldn't be able to make an album with Madlib that's that dope. I give him credit for that. Like, that's hard. That transition is stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, then when he did the joint album with Currency as well.
There you
in my
go.
opinion, he
Yep.
carried that album.
Well, he
Oh,
absolutely
100%.
did.
100%. The Freddie joint with Alchemist, right?
And
Oh.
Currency.
And Currency.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
That
Alchemist
was
was
that one,
production.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's to the point now where if he pulls off another Madlib joint, man, I got to start reconsidering where he goes because everybody
everybody's
can't
not
do
up
that.
on Madlib though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we're
No, I
like,
feel you.
especially if we're talking about like what the Migos are talking about as far as
Oh,
them
yeah,
being
yeah,
so
yeah,
popular and this,
yeah.
that, and other.
Yeah.
The common hip hop head individual
Yeah.
is not hip to Madlib,
That's
and
a
that's
shame.
unfortunate.
That's
but
a shame.
It is what it is.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Heads are
Heads. Let me take that back. Heads are, but the common hip hop
Fan.
Fan,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
in general. I feel you.
The
I feel
pop
same-
culture fan.
Those same people weren't into Killer Mike and LP until they
Right.
got
Exactly.
together.
Until,
so,
until Run the Jewels or something, you know.
yeah,
good point.
you know,
Yeah,
they're not-
they out-
weren't-
they
weren't
out
on-
here
they weren't
killing
on
it.
Company flow.
you should
or-
you should shoot a
rap
Run the
music.
Jewels video.
That'd be dope.
They have the most incredible videos, dude. It's already been done. Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
His Netflix series is also awesome.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about.
I
that.
didn't realize. I've peeped the projects for Run the Jewels, but I didn't realize their following was to the level that it is. Like
Yeah.
they are out
Tried
here.
to tell you.
You did.
They're out here
They're
selling
out
organs.
Every. They out here everywhere, man.
Oh yeah.
Huge venues.
They
Oh,
played,
I mean, they're
uh,
headlining festivals and
yeah,
shit.
That's
Ri-
dope.
Riot Fest in Chicago, just like
Yeah.
punk rock fest.
Yeah.
No
They-
radio,
yeah.
no video.
That's
just
dope. That's so
the,
dope.
The love of the people and the will of the artistry.
Yeah. Shout out to Pharrell too. I saw something that came across my timeline. He's starting he's hosting a music festival that's gonna be in Virginia.
Yeah.
And I understand that the list of performers is stupid. I didn't look at it.
I'm gonna
but
have to check that
I
out.
can only imagine who's gonna be at that.
Yeah.
Like when you think about VA, you can go from damn it.
Rapper
when-
Big Pooh.
Stop, man. Shout out to Big
I
Pooh.
like Pooh. Knots.
You could do
Who else?
you can go from
Pusha T.
you can go from Teddy Riley all the way over to
Now, is he actually organizing this, or is this
I
not
think-
another? It's not going to be the Virginia Fire Festival, is it?
Oh,
Jay Moore,
damn, you gotta give you more credit
Jay Moore,
than
we
that.
we ain't gonna even put that on him. We ain't gonna speak that.
You going Ja Rule
Yeah.
for real?
I'm just saying.
Pharrell,
His
Pharrell-
halftime performance the other day. You see that?
Yeah.
Oh, with the
Yeah.
Milwaukee
Yeah,
Bucks
he's
game.
a
Yeah.
crying shame.
Jay Moore.
Yeah,
Who
we
did
not
this?
about
Carl
we-
Lewis.
No, man.
Yeah.
Jay Moore.
What?
We not about to put spam lunches on Pharrell, man.
just
We
wanna-
not doing.
I just want to make sure he has the right.
Nah, man.
Unlike Ja Rule, who did not get the right white people behind him.
Yeah. Pharrell, we hope you got the right white people behind you for
Man, he is from
your festival.
vampire lineage. He's good.
He's from what?
Vampire lineage.
He's a vampire?
yes.
He's still been 27 years old for the last 20 years.
Okay. I didn't know he was a vampire. I apologize.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
All right.
That's what's up, Pharrell. You a vampire. But I do hope this festival, this sounds dope, man, because you think about Teddy Riley went from Harlem, set up shop out there. Like, they've had heat when you think about it. Even Rex and Effects.
I mean, if he
like,
does it right, it can
Yeah, that'd be
turn
stupid.
into something.
we should take the new old heads and go to VA.
I'm going.
You going?
Yeah.
Should we take the setup and
Yeah,
You
tell
should. You
tell
should.
him to
Yeah.
tell him to
Yeah.
book us.
I need that bag from who's
Yeah,
Pharrell? One of his spots. Who's he? He's with Adidas, isn't he?
Yeah.
He got a line with Adidas. Pharrell, throw us some of that bread from Adidas, man. We'll rock Adidas for the show and come out there and get
Just
busy.
give me a better position. I'll be cool.
I heard-
Just give me some of them shoes that look like sweatpants.
yeah, and we need boost in them too. You know what I'm saying? Because they say that's the best way to go.
I hope so.
That's gonna do it for episode 123. Jake, we appreciate you coming by,
Appreciate you guys.
rocking with his brother Jay Moore, Jay Diff, Longevity, Camera Mike, aka Red August.
Is there
in the
anything else
building.
you wanted to say? Or
Yes,
anything,
please,
or
before we get out
I
of
don't
here.
know, man. Just actually no. I'll just start rambling. I feel there's a lot of people in town that want music videos. There's a lot of people that are willing to do them.
Yeah,
There's a certain approach to take them.
talk that to cash.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, there's. It's so hard. It's so hard to really just like chop it up like piece by piece. But there's so many people in town that can really make your vision come to life. I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
There's, budget accordingly. Like
There you go.
PR is super important. You know, you can like spend $100 on a video
Yeah.
and put on the right channel, get like, you know, thousands of views, and it could lead you to better opportunities. You know, it could lead you to booking better shows, touring, stuff like that. So there's just a lot of stuff to think about. You know,
That's what's up.
yeah. So if anybody wants any like info, hit me up.
All right. What's your social media?
Yeah, please.
At _J 𝗀𝗲, all one word.
𝐻𝗲𝗲.
Yeah, 𝐻𝗲𝗲 on Instagram, Facebook, J 𝗀𝗲𝗲.
Sweet.
Yep.
Get your shit together. Come sing. We out.
Bong bong.